Super Bowl this morning, and if you might be hosting something at your home, maybe you just need to spruce things up a little bit with a little football flair. So that's why we have Bahia Akerele here. She's, of course, the owner of On the Purple Couch. We love her. She's a good friend of the show, and you make it easy and fun for us.
Yes. Well, this time
to look like we know what we're doing.
That's right. Easy and cheap, because guess what? We all have to save some coins.
Yeah, I like it. Okay.
I'm going to start here. The first thing is I have this green mat. I got this on Amazon. A little bit of turf on the table. I'm very intentional. I have a white tablecloth. This is a very inexpensive one. You don't have to be fancy. A little bit of grass on your table. You can get this at Amazon, maybe too late, but any craft store.
Yeah, and nothing says football more than turf, right? Like, I mean, instantly you're like, okay, you're having a football party. I like
Worst case scenario, a green cloth or stripe on your table, okay?
Here we got both teams represented.
We have. So these are just little shavings I got from the paper, from the party store. You can get them at the supermarket or whatever. These are the colors, obviously the colors that we're going for. I'm not choosing a team this year. You may be having a party and you don't know who's on whose side. We're just going to have them here.
This is great, though, because you can just take a container you have at home and put this little fun stuff in it, and it's like instant pop of pep.
That's exactly right. If you guys notice, I use this for Christmas, and I use it all the time for anything
Repurposed.
else. That's right. Okay, napkins. We're going to do a little DIY.
Okay.
I had Edward help me last night.
Edward's
We're going to use
son.
my son, my little 12-year-old. He said I should mention his name.
Of course. Of course.
Football stencil, nice and easy. Holly, I'm going to have you do that. Just a marker. Doesn't have to
marker
be
will do?
perfect. Any marker. I chose brown because my napkins are white.
But I mean, any type of marker. Any type of marker.
Because
works.
guess what? We're not really going to use this to eat with.
We're
just
going to put the strings on.
Go ahead and do that. All right. Anyway, here's the before after XYZ.
These are just kind of, I mean, you're not going to eat with these, but you could put a drink on them.
You could definitely put a drink on them, and you can mix them. So I've mixed them with the regular, if I wanted to spend some money and get some napkins. Also did this, which is nice and easy. Last night I was using paper bag from where I should be. I know I should be using recycle bags, but whatever.
Every once in a while you can use a paper bag. It's okay.
All right. So anyway, I used my scissor, cut this out. Doesn't have to be fancy
or perfect.
And I had Edward again help me draw the little threads on them.
Those are so easy, you know, and the thing is like this is something that you really can get your kids involved in the party. I like it. Okay, we got less than a minute. What else?
All right. End up, let's try some different snacks. So everybody's excited about the halftime show. Rihanna, Chris, these are my favorites. People in Barbados, they're all excited. I brought these out. We're gonna do the regular food, you're gonna see it later, but what about some different chips? Terra chips, these are vegetable chips. Whisk, everybody loves these. Some of us are on keto trying to get the weight off. Have these out, print out, or write very simply what is on hand at the table. Don't forget your hand sanitizer. We still want to be conscious. Obviously, we're going to have our Coke and Sprite and all the other delectable things that we shouldn't be having.
And the Coke and that goes with a little whiskey for Chris Stapleton.
Basically, that's my song, Tennessee Whiskey.
I love it. All right, and down here at the end?
All right, now, at the end, there's some of us that are not going to be on the football side of things. We're waiting for the halftime show. Designate an area in your house. I'm just designating it, throwing a pillow there. This is where the group that is not watching but coming in for the halftime show can hang out. And
you know, that's really brilliant, just to make because everybody gets together for the Super Bowl, whether you are a sports lover or not a sports lover. It's an event, right?
Huge.
And it's celebrated in a big way. And this way, there's something and a spot for everyone.
And this year, Super Bowl is all over the world. NFL is taking the Super Bowl international. People are living all over. COVID has spread us all over. This is a time for us to try different things, have different people in football that wouldn't necessarily, and make them feel comfortable, set our space up, different types of food, and maybe get the kids involved.
Yeah, you know, it just goes to show you don't have to spend a lot, and you don't have to do a lot, but a few small things can really transform it.
I think so, and I think that's what we're doing, being able to mix things up, DIY, and what we've purchased.
Okay, let's get down to brass tacks. Who do you think is going to win?
I don't know. Oh, well, let me tell you what Eddie said. Edward again. The Eagles. I should tell you the Eagles. I don't know why, but that's where he's going.
He said, Mom, say the Eagles. People think you know what you're talking about.
Basically, and say my name.
And say, there you go.
So we are.
I love, Edward, that you had your mom's back.